Money had been taken out of my bank account from under my nose since March, and on Boxing Day, my Facebook account was hacked. Don't judge me. I need this. This is Perfect Harvest MLP Studios. Hello, every pony. Hope you're well. Happy New Year, and welcome to the slightly newer look for Perfect Harvest MLP Studios Q&A time. So, as you can see, I've got my mirror and sideboard in the background with a nice little potted plant on there, and then over on the table over here, the little side table, I'm going to be making a few sort of introductions to some of my smaller toys. So there'll usually be a small car of some sort and also a small pony. So on there today we've got blind bag Izzy Moonbow and a miniature model of Malcolm Campbell's Bluebird car. So yeah, look out for more of those in the background. And then we've got over here in the left hand corner, we've got my granddad's old carriage clock. So yeah, anyway, that's the set over and done with. I haven't got much scenery, so yeah, this is all I could afford really. I'm joking, but you know the drill by now. We've got some questions to answer. It's the new year. Let's see who's asking the first one, shall we? From YouTube,
M488 Thunderbird asks, 1. Have you heard of the Uncharted games featuring Nolan North as the main character?
First off, love your username. Second, unfortunately, I've never heard of the Uncharted games series. And yeah, I've no idea who Nolan North is, really. But I'm really sorry I couldn't answer your question. But thank you for asking anyway. From Instagram,
Daniux Wachavaka asks, thoughts/hopes for G5?
Firstly, I'd like to think that they'll keep on the original voice actors. Because they did a fantastic job in the film, and also I know a lot of people have had concerns about this, but I have to agree with them on this next point. I really hope that they keep it CGI, because I'll show you what I mean. This is the empty box from the G5 advent calendar that I did back in December, and as you can see, it's got the new G5 2D animation style on the front of the box, and I don't know, is it just me, or do they all seem to have the same face? Well, apart from Zip and some of the ponies. Well, actually no, the ponies in the background have the same face as well. And I just feel that with the CGI style, you can give them a lot more expressions, whereas in what little I've seen of the 2D animation style, they all just seem to be pulling that same face, and it just doesn't look as good. Yeah, when you compare that art style to the G5 CGI art style, even if you compare it to things like G4 Friendship is Magic, that art, the new sort of 2D G5 art style just really doesn't look as good. So yeah, I hope they keep it for CGI.
Daniux Wachavaka also asks, ponies you want to get in 2022? Blossomforth also asks, what's your holy grail pony?
2021 was actually the year where I either decided to get some of my holy grail ponies, or I actually stumbled upon them. So I bought some of them off eBay, and I found some more at PonyCon when I went in October. So the only holy grail pony that I want at the minute, unless there's some new G5 figures that come out this year that I really want, the only one that I really want and still can't find is this. I've talked about this many times on my channel, and I still can't find it for a reasonable price. It's the Guardians of Harmony fan series Starlight Glimmer and Trixie Lulumoon set. Like I said before, it's not a toy, it's most certainly a display piece, but nevertheless, I just want it because you guys know how much I love Starlight and Trixie. It looks really show accurate. I love the expressions that they've got on their faces, and it's just a great thing to have, but I can't find it for a good price.
Sniffing Plastic Ponies asks, did you get any MLPs for Christmas?
No. Although, if you count Izzy over there, she was the 25th day on the MLP G5 Advent calendar that I reviewed this year. And it's quite unusual for Advent calendars, as you know, to have 25 days. They usually only have 24. But she was the 25th day. So I know I opened her days early because of filming on time. But she's technically the only pony that I got for Christmas, really.
Pastel Pony Pink asks, one thing you don't like about Equestria Girls and one thing you do like about it.
I think the biggest gripe for me with Equestria Girls is the lack of realism. I know that's a ridiculous thing to say because it's a fantasy show parodying My Little Pony but in the human world, so there's going to be magic elements and all that, but I'll give you an example. So in the first Equestria Girls movie, sort of when Sunset Shimmer becomes the she-demon and sort of takes over the school with her mind powers, when those magic rays were happening all over the school, which are clearly visible to the naked eye, why didn't people in the neighbouring area do something? Why didn't somebody call the police or the armed forces or something? Because if that happened in this world, people would freak out and all the authorities and the necessary agencies would be called in to help sort it out. So yeah, that's my one gripe with it, is that you don't see enough policemen or firefighters or what have you. We've seen a traffic cop in Equestria Girls, so they definitely have some sort of authoritative agencies around, but yeah, that's my one gripe. One thing I do like about Equestria Girls, I don't know really. It's a parody of My Little Pony, and it carried on for a bit longer than Friendship is Magic did. After that finished back in 2019, it was still going up until sort of early 2020, I think. So yeah. So that's the questions for January 2022 over and done with. As ever, thank you very much to everybody who submitted a question, especially because it's the first one of the new year. And rest assured there will be many more videos coming over the course of the next year. So yeah, thanks for watching, guys, and see you in the next video. Cheers. First off, love your new... Let's start again. That little intro that I did at the beginning of the video, it's actually true in two ways. First off, I did eat too much over the Christmas break. Mind you, doesn't everybody? It's a tradition at Christmas to eat too much and then regret it for the new year and then start a diet that you never keep up with. And then the other part is that obviously I got hacked. No word of a lie. I actually got my Facebook account hacked, and yeah, apparently I've been making payments monthly to Deliveroo. I've never ordered anything from Deliveroo, so yeah. So I called up my bank. Mind you, I had over 100 quid to come back. So swings and roundabouts. You know, it's not all doom and gloom. The reason why I'd got this little miniature bluebird car in the background is because I wanted to show off my main Christmas present. Let me just move the camera down. This is a 1930s boxed model of Malcolm Campbell's Bluebird car. It's made by Britons. Now, I'm going to have to be very careful with this because... So there's the top half. So this is like every time I get this out, which is not very often, I can tell you, finding it's a bit like freeing Tutankhamun from his tomb. But yeah, let's just very gently put this down. There. That is 80 years old. And that was my main Christmas present So yeah, I have to be very, very careful with it. So oh, sorry, Izzy. So yeah, here they are, side by side now. But yeah, that's my main Christmas present. I just wanted to show everybody, but which is the reason why this was in the background. But yeah.
So, calling all flingers, fling us a fling, and a note to all singers, don't sing. All sausage doctors, kindly lend us your hats, and a spoke on the end of a thing. And if you cannot obey, then you will wither away, and your feet will become very sore. And you'll open up your window and you'll suddenly find that a peanut has knocked on your door. It doesn't make sense, it doesn't make sense. If you understand this, then you're mad. It doesn't make sense, it doesn't make sense. And the singing is also quite bad.